game, knock at the door. Nobody else I had to do a kick though. My nigga, they on the same shit. Had to tell them what that banner was for. I know that we not from Atlanta, nigga. What you think them two fingers is done for? No. And they been hating on me since I was a little boy. Tell me something I don't know.
What's up, All In Media Squad? It's your boy Cookie back at you with another one. But first, I'd like you guys to please like, comment, and share the video. And if you're new, please subscribe. But if you're a returning viewer and haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It's free. That's all you have to do. This one's going to be about Kari Ball, better known as Takeoff. He was 1/3 of the rap Migos. Now, I shouldn't have to say much about who Migos are and what they have accomplished. If you're following this channel, you know that we cover anything that goes on in the music industry. And if you're following the music industry, you know that Migos have had a huge impact in it and have indefinitely changed the sound of these new age rappers. Well, let's fast forward to November 1st, 2022, 810 Billiards and Bowling in Houston, Texas. Takeoff and Quavo are there enjoying their time with Mob Ties and J Prince Jr. and such. They're having a dice game, which then an argument happens with Quavo and another gentleman. The argument then leads outside in front of the establishment, where then gunfire erupts, and then at the end of it, Takeoff was hit and killed. Is this just an open and shut case of senseless gun violence that has been occurring in the rap industry? Or is there a deeper, more darker agenda behind this one as well? Let's start outside of 810 Billiards and Bowling, where Takeoff was hit and killed by gunfire. Look at the front of the establishment. What do you guys see? The usual Joe would just say, the front door, motherfucker. What do you think I see? I see a whole bunch of shit. I see a whole lot of symbolism going on. And there's no coincidence that a big-time rapper was murdered there. Take a look at 810. You see the 0? It is crossed out. What else happened there? Takeoff was crossed out. And take a look at the checkerboard they have at these Masonic lodges. Now take a look at the floor at 810. See the correlation? They put this shit right in front of us, thinking that we're not gonna see it. It just blows my mind. Now let's take to Instagram. Let's go to Quavo's. October 31st. He is wearing Ghost Rider as a costume. Now take a look at the comments on that post. See what I'm trying to say? We are not the only ones out there that are noticing this shit. These rappers and hires are definitely, I'm not even gonna say the word, they're alley-ooping, if you get my drift. They're alley-ooping these rappers for their own personal gain. And it doesn't necessarily mean money. They could just be doing this for higher rank, more respect, you know, that type of thing. You know, they could do this for favors down the line from higher ups to get them out of shit. You know, who knows why this shit goes on, but it's definitely going on. There's no coincidence that we always lose artists in the month of November. There's no coincidence in that whatsoever. Every season, hunters go out into the forest and they hunt. Well, the hires, they hunt as well. Now let's take a look at this next post. We have Mr. Huncho here and Takeoff. Takeoff is holding up QC on his eye. That is the one eye symbolism right there. And Quavo, he's pointing a gun at Takeoff. And then he dies that night from gunfire. There's no coincidence there, in my opinion. Even his death date has something to do with this. He dies on November 1st, 2022. But let's back it up a little bit. November 2nd, 2018. Takeoff releases his only solo album. Now you're telling me he releases his only solo album on November 2nd and he dies the day before in 2022? I mean, come on, dude. You really can't be believing that shit, that is just coincidence and that's just the way it happened. People were pulling strings to make this happen on this specific date. There's just no way around it. I'm sorry. Now we are at the music video. Messy. This could be Takeoff's last music video that he did while he was alive. We don't know what they will come out posthumously, as they always do with these rapper deaths. Let's look at Quavo. He is on a bed with a gun pointed at a contract, and on that contract is the word Migos. Now what is in that contract, Quavo? Does it say anything about, you know, little sacrifice here and there during sacrifice season? Or, you know, or is it just a regular contract where you get nothing for what you put out? And then right after, it pans over to Takeoff, and Takeoff is standing in the doorway. Now people, what's right next to him? A Grim Reaper saying R.I.P. Now what is the chances his last music video, he stands next to that? There's just no coincidence again. I do not believe in that if you don't get it by now. That's why I rock with you, AIM Squad. You know what it is, what it ain't, and what it gonna be. Seriously though, every time a rapper passes, they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. They're putting it in our faces more and more and more. Like seriously though, it's always in our face. They always will let us know what is going on and what they're gonna do. It's all in the symbolism. There's no coincidence that a lot of these big artists do the same hand signals. And they all meet and come across the same people. Take a look at this witch bitch. If you know who she is, Michelle Lamy, look her name up and look at all the artists that have gone to her. What happens not too long after. There's no coincidence whatsoever. I know I'm a broken record, but seriously, we have to see this and know that there is a bigger agenda going on that we cannot see, but it is happening. And what are they all doing? If who or what are they working for? It just makes you wonder who's at the top of the food chain. At the end of the day, this one really hurt me a lot. I love listening to Takeoff and his flow. His flow was unmatchable, unbeatable. He was taken away from us and his family. With that, I say, long live Takeoff.